1 year ago, we were in the midst of historic flooding all across southern Wisconsin. It caused tens of millions of dollars in damage and claimed one life. A number of people living in Sauk County blame the Hillsboro Dam for floods getting so bad in their area last year.
It failed to hold water back from traveling downstream to Laval, Reedsburg, and Baraboo. Amy Reid has more on the lasting impact and what some leaders have to say in the dam's defense.
Last year, you couldn't stand where this picture was taken. The Baraboo River reached the top of the road. Even though the water has receded, the memories haven't.
So it's that whole basement, my door and everything, you know, kind of it didn't keep it out.
Shauna Strompe can picture it perfectly.
I got a call from my neighbor, and she told me I better hurry up and come home. Just so happened to be the day of my birthday. And so I came home to find that I couldn't get into my driveway.
It was the worst flood they'd seen in a decade, if not ever. Many in the community wanted something to blame, looking upstream to the Hillsboro Dam.
It impacted the height of our water. I mean, we had a tremendous amount of rain to the north. Well, we had rain here, but just to the north, there was a tremendous amount of rain, Vernon, Juneau County, so that water all has to come down.
The Hillsboro Dam is the only one left on the Baraboo River, located 15 miles north of Laval. Last August, the dam doors got trapped shut, forcing water to build up and spill over the edge of the embankment. It eroded the earthen part of the dam and flooded the surrounding park, and it wasn't the first time the dam showed it might have issues. The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources inspected the dam in June, 2 months before it failed to keep water back in August. The department identified multiple areas that needed attention, including the part that's eroded now. The city says they've been trying to get the money to fix the dam since 2016, but even if they had gotten it in time, it wouldn't have stopped anything.
The dam doesn't create floodwater. It doesn't create rain. The amount of water it has to pass is the amount of water it would normally pass in a flood.
The Wisconsin DNR agrees any impact on flooding the dam could have had would have ended at Vernon County lines. Even if it didn't hold water out of Sauk County, that was never its purpose.
It's not a flood control dam. We're experiencing higher flood events and more dramatic and higher, more powerful flood events. You know, as long as that trend continues, you know, if you're on the Baraboo River, there's the chance you're going to flood.
Sontag says the blame his city gets is frustrating, and instead of that, we need to find solutions for the future. For Hillsboro, that means getting money from the DNR to rebuild the dam, which will increase the flow through the dam, making water going over the embankment less likely. And Sauk County has applied for a grant to study flood projections on the river as far out as 2080. Whatever comes from those, it will take cooperation as a region to make change.
We want to work with everybody to see issues solved and to use this river as to be an asset for once.
And that's something the people who've dealt with flooding 3 times too many are willing to get behind too.
To have something fixed so we don't have this happen again, I think everybody would appreciate that.
As cities and counties work out what they will do about flooding in the future, the most important thing you can do is be prepared. Local officials suggest subscribing to alerts and taking them seriously when you see them.
Any solution possible for this to not happen again. Amy, thank you.